ways to start showing love to yourself if you're just a beginner. What I did in the beginning was daily positive affirmations, telling myself that I love myself every day and just saying positive things to me, because that's an exercise for the mind. It gets stuck in your head and it gets stuck in your head and you start believing it instead of believing what other people say about you. Because, when you don't love yourself and you're not grounded in who you are, what other people tell you, when they talk shit to you about you, you believe that. You believe everything that they say and you live your life based off that. Do you really want to live your life based off what other people are saying about you and telling you to do? They're fixing that in your head and you're believing it. No, you don't want to fucking be like that. You want to create your own life. You want to start loving yourself and believing in yourself. That way you don't believe in nobody else. Start doing loving things to yourself. The littlest things. If you don't do self-care, like I said, all those things do contribute to self-love. Taking care of yourself, some skin, just filling up your whole agenda with you, your whole schedule with you. And you don't have to do that every day. I do my skincare every day because, who doesn't do their skincare every day? But that's like, oils and like my moisturizer and stuff like that on my face, body oil, lotion on my body. There are certain days that I dedicate specifically to skincare, where I extract my pores, do a face mask, do a hair mask, maybe paint my nails, and stuff like that. But just filling up your agenda with working on yourself and working on your goals, that's a form of self-love. Setting goals, if you don't have goals set now, set some goals. And they don't have to be huge, start off with little goals, because when you achieve those small goals, you will think that you can do anything. You feel so good to be able to achieve a goal. A goal, big or small, it's still a goal. And if you achieved it, that's great. Congratulate yourself for any achieved goal, big or small. So you will feel like you can achieve anything. And that's when bigger and bigger goals will start to come up and appear, and you will achieve them. Literally switching up everything. If you were negative, start being positive. And what you choose to say, do, read, listen, watch, whatever, think, is this showing love to me? Like, is this going to help me grow? I don't watch TV shows. Sometimes there's like one or two shows, but I don't watch, and that's like once every week, But I don't watch shows like that or anything, because I can invest my time in something more valuable. I can watch a podcast that's going to help me. I can learn something new that's going to help me, and it's showing love to me because I'm learning, I'm improving, instead of just sitting there and watching Netflix like some dumb shit, that I'm not learning nothing from. You know what I'm saying? So just think about that when you are choosing to do stuff for you, or whatever it is that it has to do with you. Think, is this showing love to me or is this not? Is this going to bring me negativity or positivity? Am I going to feel good after doing this or not? Am I going to feel bad? Like, are you going to invest time in yourself, or are you going to invest time in going out and drinking and hanging out with friends, where after you might think like, fuck, maybe I should have stayed in and I should have worked on myself. I should have worked on my goals, because now there went my day. There went my weekend. Start showing up for you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I am big on feel your feelings, mad, angry, sad, happy, feel them. But don't let them consume you, and don't try to avoid them. There was a point where I would avoid my feelings. I would avoid certain feelings, and just, it would build up and build up, and I would feel some type of way like, when I wouldn't say something because I would think that I would hurt somebody else's feeling by saying no, but that was actually hurting me, and it literally would hurt my throat chakra, and just like not really expressing my emotions and how I felt. It really hurt my heart chakra. Like, it just builds up and it stays inside of you, and it's not good, especially in the long run. And I'm also like, I really don't give a fuck now. I don't give a fuck about what anybody says or thinks about me, because there was a time where I did give a fuck, where I did think, what are people going to say? What are they going to think? And I would think about that first. I wouldn't think, oh, do I want to do this? No, I'd be like, what are people going to say? You know? And you should not be living your life like that either, because who the fuck are they? You know? If it's going to make you happy, do it. You know what I'm saying? And I really like don't give a fuck. Like, I don't put not 1 second, not one little bit of attention, because then you will fall for it. There's sometimes negative and mean comments I read, and I just laugh. Like, I just feel compassion for them, and I just wish them the best. I wish them healing and self-love, because they lack that, you know? And it's like, if that's what they want to do with their time and life, they have no life, go ahead. I just know I'm not like that, and that's all that matters. Let them be. And if you do still think about it a little bit, what are people going to say? What do they think? All this stuff. Don't give a fuck about it too much. 5 minutes, because there are people where, like, it might affect them a little bit. Let's say 5 minutes. Some people let something affect them a day, a week, a month, a year. Like, it just depends on how long you give a fuck about it. Don't give a fuck about it too long. Feel it. If they make you feel some type of way, they make you feel some type of way, and then let it go. You don't want to act on angriness or sadness or anything like that, because you don't want to act on emotions. You want to feel them, okay, and let them go. That's showing up for you. That's like being a good friend to yourself, because just, you might have friends, and you want to be there for a friend, right? You want to be there when they need somebody, to talk to, when they need a shoulder to cry on. You start doing that for yourself. You can do that for yourself. A lot of people still think it's weird. They think it's crazy, for you to be talking to yourself. I talk to myself every day. I check up on myself every day. I ask myself, Liz, how are you doing? I get in front of a mirror. I journal. I write it down. Whatever it is, that's a great way to express your emotions, to let things go. Journaling, anything, talking to yourself. That's like really checking in, and that's like really letting it go, because you're letting it go. You're expressing it, Journaling and talking to yourself is a great way to let things go and just express how you're feeling, because you don't need somebody there to listen to you. Like, you're always there with yourself. If you're going to be there for a friend, be there for yourself. Like, you are always with you. You're always stuck with you. Like, you can't tell yourself, oh, go away for like an hour and like come back. No. You're always stuck with you, and you want to make sure that you're with yourself in the good times and in the bad times, because there are going to be a couple bumps here and there. And those are like tests. You're there for yourself in the good times. All right, great. But are you there for yourself in the bad times? You should be. You should be there as a support system for yourself. You should be there to talk to yourself and see how you're feeling. If you're feeling some type of way, like, let it go. Talk to yourself. Like, that's completely fine, and we need to normalize that. I'm not saying all friends are bad. Like, friends are great. The right friends. That's why it's important to love yourself and express your true self. That way you do attract your type of people that align with your vibes. Stop depending on other people to take care of you, to love you. When you start loving yourself and just depending on yourself, you will attract other people who also depend on themselves. And you will be able to depend on those people because they know what it is to actually be there for somebody. Because since they can depend on themselves, I know that that would be a good friend for me and somebody loyal and that will be there for me because they are there for themselves. I wouldn't want to be friends with somebody who doesn't love themselves, because I know since they don't love themselves, they're not even going to love me. They're not loyal to themselves. You think they're going to be loyal to me? No. What the fuck? No. So just, it all starts with you. If you do not respect yourself, you will not respect somebody else. If you are not loyal to yourself, you will not be loyal to nobody else. If you are not a good friend to yourself, you will not be a good friend to nobody else. If you do not love yourself, you will not love nobody else, because you don't know what that truly is. If you are negative, you're going to attract negative. If you are positive, you will attract positive. So I want positive people in my life. I'm pretty sure you do too. So it's time for you to replace all that negativity, all that fear, and everything into positivity and to love. Start loving yourself, because, dude, honestly, like, once you start loving yourself, like, you just bloom, like, you just grow, you glow. It's like, and everything just comes with it. All the confidence, all the self-respect. You start to develop boundaries because you love yourself enough to take care of yourself and protect yourself. And just express your true self. You will not care about what other people say and think about you. Once you start loving yourself, everything changes for the better.